We're live. Okay. What's good, everybody? We're live. We're going to do this live because it's easier. I just got a lot of little stuff to talk about. Might as well go live with you guys instead of making a video and uploading it and everything. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. We're getting more people in the room. This guy's CEO, Kris, has been talking on the stand for the past couple days. Same kind of testimony, or is Tekashi 6ix9ine. Tekashi 6ix9ine was singing up there. This guy started singing way before Tekashi. He's the link to everything happening. He's in fact the CI. Okay, so it's kind of nasty out here. Okay, let's be honest. Jake, we got Tyree, we got Julio Lopez. Is everybody in the room? Because I want to get this news. Julio Lopez says he watches me all the time, and I appreciate that. 510 Jamaica. We got Chris K. We got a lot of people in here, okay? All Karma, Little Rocky. I'm going to do more shout-outs as we go on. So we got CEO Kris singing like a soprano singer, singing like he's on Broadway the past couple days. It turns out he was the connect for Mel Matrix and all these guys, okay? So, look at this guy, Devin Claxton, okay? So it's all on this guy, CEO Kris. He's the guy who really started the demise of everything. We got, let's see, oh my God, he said my name, big fan. Oh, Tyree, appreciate that, bro. What's good, Jordan? Dylan, what's good? Ryan, I see you. June King. Rice Bugs, what's good? I see you guys in here. Okay, so everybody smash that like button if you truly like watching that. Okay, so that news is that CEO Kris is the snitch. He's the main snitch. He had a connect with NYPD. I don't think it was his girlfriend. It was his friend's girlfriend. They're saying it's his girlfriend. It was his friend's girlfriend, and she was actually picking work up and dropping it off. And this guy was on the dark web, man. This guy was on the dark web ordering weight and distributing it. I mean, that's crazy. He was part of Operation Hardball back in 2017, and he was still out and able to try to set people up after that. These guys were actually working with him after he was a part of Operation Hardball, and he was exposed as that. It's crazy, man. These guys, and then the thing that really brought this whole thing down wasn't just CEO Kris, okay? More charges got added on because Shotty, Harv, and all these guys, they don't get along. They hate each other. Shotty, Harv, they were all fighting for Mel's approval, okay? Shotty even admitted to blamming at 5 people in one night, the night that Tekashi got kidnapped. He blamed at 5 people that night, going around trying to prove that he's earning his stripes. And you know how they know that? The driver was wiretapped, and Shotty was admitting it to the driver. I mean, how sloppy can you be? You know, why would you talk around the driver who's not in that life, and he's gonna give up everything? You know, these guys were so sloppy, it's crazy. You know, Mel was talking on the phone, chatty patty, right? We all talk on the phone, but when you're in that life, you're not talking on the phone like that, man. That's the one thing they tell you, just from watching movies. They tell you not to talk on the phone, you know? Someone said, Matt Damon, it's not that. It's everybody's not that smart. There's so many people telling in this case. Somebody else was saying everything about Shotty, and Shotty was only a shooter. He wasn't someone that moved weight. He wasn't a dealer. He was someone who put work in. There was a lot of people were informing. So by the time Tekashi got picked up, this guy, CEO Kris, had already been working with the government for months, okay? Allegedly. I have to say allegedly on everything. He'd already been working for months with the feds, okay? So once he had that, then he heard the Mel wiretaps of Shotty and CEO Kris, Jim Jones. It's I don't know, man. You know, I'm not saying it's right. He should have never been down with it. It's his fault. It's everybody's fault, but it's really his fault for like involving himself with something that he didn't really know about, because this was something that was happening before him, and this was something that was going to collapse before him, because this guy, CEO Kris, was already working with the feds. So, and don't forget to hit that like button if you're in here. Hitting the like button is very important. We're on that 43. We got 259 people in here. Let's get it up to 100 likes real fast on 3. 1, 2, 3. Smash that like button for me. Okay, so we're going to go to some other news, then I'm going to get back to the Tekashi news. So we got Noreaga reacting to... So Taxstone obviously is locked up, and his trial starts in November for a lot of things. You know, guns, weapons, all this other stuff, right? And, you know, opening fire in a club in Manhattan, all that stuff. Well, Nore got his podcast from Taxstone and them hooking him up with the CBS network in the beginning. And he felt like Nore was a friend, but so they're saying Nore's disloyal for having Troy Ave on his podcast recently and saying he has to hear both sides of the story. Star Brim took over Taxstone's podcast, and she said he's fake. He can suck her D. I don't know if she has D, but I hate it when girls say that. Suck my D, you know? It's like, come on, man. So she's saying all that. Nore responded, said, I don't fold for anybody, blah, blah, blah. You know, responding to everything is never a smart idea because you keep it going. You know, I try not to, you don't respond to stuff like that. It's not worth it. So, you know, Black Money Corp, I see you in here. OSO Jenks, Elliot Jessen, Michael Jordan, always gonna eat. I see you, man. How do I press like and alive? There's a thumbs up button. You just hit that. So anyways, oh yeah, Star Brim. So Nore's responding. He says, I never fold. Okay, sure. But he never asked hard questions either. When he had Freeway Ricky Ross on there and they were talking about Rick Ross stealing his name and everything, Rick Ross was on 3 weeks later and he didn't say anything. He didn't even mention Freeway Ricky Ross's name. So don't talk the big talk, you know, when he backed down from Choke. He backed down from... he didn't have Cormega on after Steve Stout was disrespecting Cormega on there. Cormega wasn't allowed to go back on and tell his side of the story. You know, just stuff like that, man. It's corny, you know? So, you know, I get it. He's doing what he got to do. Dylan Dreyer. I like Nore, but like, you know, just keep it a level playing field. I don't blame him for having Troy Ave on. And I think that Taxstone's wrong for calling him out for that because, bro, there's no loyalty. It's not, it's media, you know? He shouldn't be penalized for that. But, I get what they're coming from. They're fighting a case, you know? It is what it is. Then we got, speaking of Cardi B, because Star Brim and Cardi B go 1-1 together, Cardi B says that she was harassed when she was taking photos. Now, this is a disgusting thing that photographers do, okay? They say they're going to put you in a magazine, they're taking pictures, and then they try to like get intimate with the model. It's nasty. It's desperate. It's sick. Okay? I'm not condoning that whatsoever. I've seen videographers do it and everything. They don't have any swagger, so they use their power to try to be with a girl. Okay? If the girl hits on you, that's different. Okay? That happens too. I mean, trust me. Sometimes the model on the video, yeah, it's fine. Okay? But, you know, keep it under wraps too. It's like, geez, some guys kiss and tell, man. But Cardi B speaks on that, and that is a big problem. I've seen guys do that. I've heard of stories of that. You know, it's crazy. But with Cardi, she bragged about, you know, drugging guys and robbing them. So you can't be a hypocrite. You know, that's what I'm saying. Don't be a hypocrite here, you know. Spozen72, I appreciate you in here. Buck Fitty, I see you, man. B. Howard. Dylan Dreyer. Dr. Anarchy, I see you, bro. Let's see. Eric. Chuck. Emmanuel. Rilo, RGR, Jake from State Farm. You're always in here. I see you, bro. B. Howard, Matt Damon, KD20 Man, All Karma, Julio Lopez, Wackus 214. I see all you guys in here. B. Howard. Smash that like button. Okay, so, Cardi B, it's kind of hypocritical. That's all I'm saying. And I don't really like that show that Angie Martinez is doing, the stories from hip hop. Like Snoop told some story about Tupac and Nas. It's like, how many times are we going to hear that story, bro? It's not his fault. She's just trying to recreate all this stuff. It's like, how many times are we going to hear the same story for 20 years? Like, jeez. Let Snoop make a movie. So a Snoop Dogg movie is kind of necessary. I'll be honest with you. Just like a Dr. Dre movie is. Everyone deserves a movie. I'm sure there'll be a Suge Knight movie at one point. There'll be Nas movie won't be that good. I'm gonna be honest with you. It'll be kind of boring. I like Nas too, but it's not as climactic as like a Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg had like real turmoil. When are you going to change your name to Gordon Tower? I don't get it. Anyways. So, Big Rob from the Bay. Okay, I see you, bro. Nore was just talking about responding to Taxstone, saying, I'm not fake. What are you talking about? I don't fall for anybody. Because Taxstone kind of helped him out get a podcast, and he feels like he should be loyal and not interview Troy Ave, but come on. So we got, so basically this case is kind of making more sense now with Tekashi. CEO Kris, he was ordering stuff on the black internet. What is it? The black net? What's that thing called? Underground? Dark net? Yeah, something like that. They have a bunch of different names for it. The dark net, the black net. Yeah, they have a bunch of different names for it. It's just a dark web, basically. Anything dark with net in it. So that you can order things under there. Drugs, everything. It used to be called the Silk Road. That was part of the dark net. So anyways, basically, he was ordering all stuff from China. Fentanyl, pills, everything. And he hooked up with Mel, and he wanted to be 5-star... 5-star brim. Oh, yeah, black market. That's the other word for it. But really, it's the same thing. It's really called the dark web. So anyways, he became a 5-star general by supplying Mel and them everything. Now, at the same time, the government was doing an investigation on CEO Kris, and he went down under Operation Hardball. It was like tons of people involved in it, like 50 to 100 people. 357 indictments went down in 2017. But he was still around 9 Trey around that time and was able to set up a few people, wear some wires, get some wiretaps going on him. And he was working with the feds, allegedly. But he was, allegedly. And basically, he just did a 2-day thing like Tekashi did, going against Harv and Nuke. Also, there was... Around this time, it was 2017, he was managing Tekashi. He didn't like Shotti. CEO Kris and Shotti did not get along. He's on wiretaps talking crap about Shotti. Then also, Shotti and Harv didn't get along. Nuke and I think Mel didn't get along. There was like a lot of turmoil between people, okay? I know I don't have everything super correct, but there was a lot of turmoil on 9 Trey, and they all started just competing with each other. They all wanted to get close to 6ix9ine because he was now the way out, okay? He was the way out of gang life. Make sure you smash that like button if you're in here, okay? There's 426 people in here. We should be at 200 likes, so everybody smash that like button. There's a thumbs up button. Hit that on 3. 1, 2, 3. Smash that like button. Okay, so anyways, this guy's CEO, Kris, he was working with the feds, and... they were building a case. Shotti was competing with Harv to protect Tekashi, show loyalty to Tekashi to get money out of him. Mel kind of fell back from Tekashi because he wouldn't want to be into that clown stuff. But, he still wanted a little piece of the action. He was talking on the phone a lot about stuff. Shotti was going around, blamming at people for Tekashi. So was Harv. And this is where a lot of cases come in. They had wired the Tahoe that they were always using with the driver. A lot of things were admitted in the car. Shotti was talking about, how many people he's blammed up. Harv actually was caught on tape trying to take Tekashi and his jewelry. He wanted to get his paper, for protecting him. And the whole thing, they were all working against each other instead of with each other. There was a lot of phone calls made by Mel that were recorded. There was a lot of wiretaps in that car that were recorded. There's a lot of things that CEO Kris that were recorded. So by the time they picked up Tekashi, who in turn was also giving information up through his Instagram, okay, because they were documenting everything, and all these guys had Instagrams and were documenting everything, that they had so much evidence that he decided to cooperate. And I'm not saying that's right. It's wrong, right? But if you got involved in something, you're a rapper, and the feds came to you and they're like, hey man, we're gonna paint you as the guy. But they show you all the evidence they got, and it's like, yo, am I gonna take 50 years? He's wrong for getting involved in something that he couldn't have been a part of and couldn't have sat down for. Because when you get into that life, you got to be willing to go to jail. That's part of the repercussions, right? They're painting Mel as the Godfather, right? So is CEO Kris. He's painting Mel as the Godfather. Mel's going to do the most time at anybody. I don't know what his sentencing is going to be. I knew he took a plea deal, but they do a sentencing at one point. So that's basically everything started to unravel with CEO Kris. They've been investigating this game, they say, since 2013 because they've been investigating CEO Kris since 2013. How did he move everything around? He had to connect with an NYPD officer. So NYPD is also involved in this because they had a dirty officer that was moving things around. The whole thing is very, very dirty, okay? Smash that like button if you're in the room. Shotti was sloppy. Mel Matrix was sloppy. Harv was sloppy. Nuke was sloppy. Billy Otto was sloppy. All the Instagrams, all the direct messages, communicating on social media, communicating on the phone. Sloppy. Everybody was to blame, okay? I appreciate everybody for being in here. What questions do you guys have about everything? This is just the facts. I'm just spitting the facts. This is what has been revealed in court. I don't have the transcripts, but there's a guy that live tweets, and then you start connecting the dots, and then you kind of see, this was already gonna go down the way it was, because CEO Kris, before Tekashi was even being co-signed by this, CEO Kris was already working with the feds. You know what I mean? So, allegedly. So, it was already going to go down. Mel, Shotti, all of them were already going to go down. All this does is it makes things. With Tekashi, it was like, we can have him testify too, because they knew he was a weak link. CEO Kris was a weak link. He just wanted, for some reason, he wanted to be a 5-star general. 9 Trey? Come on. This is crazy, man. You can't make this up. This is definitely going to be on Law and Order or something. Yeah, this is crazy, man. It's just nasty out here. How did Billy Otto get away with someone on camera? Billy Otto, I don't think he got away with anything. I think he is, I don't know. I know he's in police custody. I'm wondering, stop talking up for him. He played himself. Of course he did. I'm not talking up for anybody. I'm just saying he got involved in something that he knew nothing about. I'm just saying, this guy didn't ask around at all. I'm sure if you were to ask around about this in Brooklyn, people would be like, yo, those guys are hot. They're hot boys right now. Can 6ix9ine still have a career? Yeah, he is going to have a career. Look at TJ6 and these guys. These guys are out here telling on themselves and getting arrested, you know? So, and nobody cares. Most people would have talked. I know there's JT Live, but can we get some subscribers trying to get my numbers up? Oh, gosh. Yeah, this isn't the place to promote. I do promotions. You can definitely do that through my thing. Make sure you smash that like button. So I'm going to read some comments in here since we're live. Where is Billy Seiko? I mean, I'm assuming he's locked up too. 6ix9ine even blame these 93 clowns just weren't. Well, he is to blame. He has to take his. He supplied information too, man. You know, like everyone's to blame. I'm just saying he was already in a mess. He didn't even know he walked right into the tornado. You know, it's crazy. Skinny from the 9 is a rat, and that's true. No, Skinny from the 9 has no fans, bro. I've never seen anybody, yo, I gotta listen to Skinny from the 9. It's like he pays to get on sites and everything, and that's that. I mean, you know, he's hustling. I'm mad at it. What does Miss Treyway have to do with the trial? The driver snitching, yes. Everybody's snitching, bro. Not everybody's gonna take the stand. Some are just CI. Some are just telling people information, and they don't have to do a written statement. They could just tell them at the table, and they can connect the dots. New York is about to get gang injunctions because of this. It's always been going on. Am I a barb? No, I'm probably not a barb. Why you do the time? I don't know what that means. Is 6ix9ine finished taking the stand? Yes. The Harv and Nuke, I think they get their verdict tomorrow. Snow Billy was going to parole yesterday off a city bus. I mean, good for him. Oh, this is like Departed, the movie Departed. Absolutely. JT, what would you have done? I'm going to tell you something, Jake from State Farm. I wouldn't be involved in this. I always stay clear of stuff like this. Like once you I can't do the time. I want to be anywhere near the crime, okay? I knew certain people do certain things, but I have no information, okay? I just knew like, oh, I only do videos with you. I don't want to speak on the phone with you about nothing else. Some people try to I noticed that. Certain people that I would do videos for, they would try to get on the phone with me and talk about life and their problems with their organization. I said, whoa, I would stop them right there. Buddy, do not talk to me on the phone about anything you are doing. I don't care what you do in your free time. That is up to you, okay? Do not talk to me about that. I want nothing to do with anything you were talking about. We do music. That's all I know you are. You are a rapper. That's what I would always say to people, because it's like, I don't want to know what you do. You know, you hear rumors about people, and I mean, you can tell when someone's doing something else. I just don't want to know anything what you're doing. It's none of my business, you know? That's your life. I got my life, and we do music together. That's it. There's nothing wrong with that. JT, talk about some Mobb Deep stories. Man, that's a whole nother live, bro. If Mel was the general, why did he need so much co-signing? That's a good question. Know your gang history before you talk about a gang. Yeah, I know, there's a lot of gang history. Jordan Tower, any news on YNW Melly? Bro, that guy's going to go to jail for a long time, I think. I mean, it's looking, I don't think he's going to do the death penalty, but I mean, that guy was kind of savage. Hey, Kate, how you doing, man? Franklin, what's good? Victor Moan, stay high. Elliot Klassen, Dr. Anarchy, Tweezy West, I see you. Crazy Lunch, RGR Media, I see you guys. JT Towers, talk codes about stealing cable? What? You can't steal cable anyways nowadays anyway. That's like a 90s type of thing, I guess. 6ix9ine was not planted in for me. He was just stupid. Absolutely. He was stupid. Do you mess with Gucci Mane still? No. I don't think anybody messes with Gucci Mane still except for like new people. All the people he used to mess with. I know that OJ the Juice Man's messing with him now again. What's up with Billy Otto? I have no idea. Yeah, Mel loved TMZ. I heard Noreaga on the radio. Hip-hop music agent Daniel worked together. CEO Kris, yeah, worked with Tekashi, yeah. Do I still do videos? Not really. Tekashi told on everyone. Yes, he did. CEO Kris set them all up. Absolutely. Allegedly. Why did you stop making music videos, JT? Oh, that is a long story. I've explained it before. Emrek is good. I spoke to him earlier. That's a long story why I stopped making music videos. Short story. 2013 came around. A lot of people like I didn't get the same feedback I was getting from people, and then the music videos were like people weren't paying as much for them. I knew that was going to happen because like technology advanced. So I backed off, and it was a little bit dangerous after a while. Like people started to not really care. Like you could get blamed up real easily. You can be doing a video with somebody that got problems with somebody across the street, and that'll be a problem for me because I'll be in the middle of it. Nuke was gonna get beat. Is gonna beat his case. You think so? I don't think so. Everybody's testifying against him. It will be hard. You was good at videos. I was pretty good for the time. Yeah, I think so. A lot of kids are better than me now. To be honest with you, they got the editing skills down. What's that kid's name that does everybody's video? Lyrical Lemonade. That kid is dope. That kid is really good. He knows. I don't know if he edits his own videos, but they are good, man. The Lyrical Lemonade kid. Max Speed, when's he coming home? Well, right now it says 2022, 2025, somewhere in there. So that's probably when he's going to come home. 2 or 3 years. M. Bully Sereno. Okay. Holiday De Niro, I see you, bro. Yo, smash that like button. Let's get it to 200 likes, guys. I bet you can't get it to 200 likes. Isn't Jimmy a CI? No, Jim Jones is not a CI. Stop. You guys got to stop saying that. He was just caught on a wiretap. That's it. You're the reason Gucci blew up. I am not the reason Gucci blew up. Gucci blew up because he went to he got hot in Atlanta. I was early on him before he blew out of Atlanta, but I'm not the reason he blew up. So let's fix that. He blew up because a lot of other things, not me. I just was early in working with him. Put people on the map. I did put people on the map. I did. But, that's part of the game. I don't expect it. I had so much fun doing music videos. And smash that like button. Tell a Gucci story. Gucci Mane. Okay, I'll tell a Gucci Mane story. Why not? So Gucci Mane and I knew each other since 2006. Okay? So, 2006... That's when Kick a Door video came out that we did. We did a bunch of other little videos, but Kick a Door and it's like, bitch, I might be. The bitch, I might be. Are you rolling? I did that video, and those videos aren't like high quality. We did those like in like 2 seconds, but they were big songs down in Atlanta, and they went big, right? So then 2007 rolls around. We work each other a little bit. But then 2008, 2009, Gucci Mane blows up. It's huge. Okay. I saw him in 2009-10 at I did a video with Drummer Boy where Gucci Mane was on it. So me and Gucci Mane connect again. And then he's like, yo, we got to work together again. I'm like, absolutely. Right. So like he tells me to go meet him in the studio. I go down to the studio. He's not there. He never shows up. So then I go home. Then the next day, Coach K calls me because he was managing Gucci Mane at the time. He says, yo, Gucci's real sorry about not showing up. He wants to fly you down to Florida to film him there. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm not going to Florida, but I'll send somebody And if he shows up in Florida, I'm not going to go to Florida and Gucci Mane doesn't show up. So if he shows, fly my guy down there, and he'll have a camera, and they can like do like a vlog. And if I see that like he showed up and he wants to do a video, I'll fly down. So they say, okay. So he flies down. My friend flies down. He has the camera. Gucci Mane, he meets up with him one time, but says, yo, I'm going to meet up with this girl. Never comes out of his room again for the whole weekend. So I told Coach K, yo, just fly my friend back. And he does. And then I hear through the grapevine that Gucci Mane thinks I'm mad at him because he didn't show up. And I wasn't mad. I was just like, oh, this is Gucci Mane, this is how he is now, you know? So we didn't really speak again after that. No hard feelings. You know, it's just Gucci Mane is Gucci Mane, you know? It is what it is. How you going to troll Jordan? People can troll me, man. It's all good. That's where I say, nice work, JT. I can have that impact in my hometown network. Yeah, you can. You just got to work hard. I never stopped working. I always had 10 to 20 videos in my hard drive ready to go. And I dropped a video every other day for about 2 years. So do that. Nobody will ever, it will be hard for another music video director to have the same impact I had. Because I started WorldStar. See, Q already had WorldStar. I came in 2007. Nobody knew who WorldStar was because there was a bunch of sites like that. It was WorldStar, On Smash, Hip Hop DX. What was the biggest one? On Smash was the biggest. So I set WorldStar apart because me and Q teamed up, and I did all the videos for WorldStar. I already had all the connects from the come up. So I started doing that with like Khaled, Jewels. I was doing all the exclusives. And that's what made WorldStar blow up within 3 months, because now you have to go to WorldStar to watch those videos. Then WorldStar blew up. And so I was able to work with anybody now because, and everybody was going to WorldStar. WorldStar was like YouTube. YouTube hadn't really popped yet. You know, you couldn't make money on YouTube back in 2007. You couldn't start making money on YouTube till 2012. That's when they introduced like making money on YouTube, like with AdSense and everything. So I was doing videos and everybody went to WorldStar to watch videos. And that was my lane for 3 years. So, yes, I'm the king of low budget videos. Absolutely. I would shoot 5 videos in a day. You think that's bad to be king of low budget videos? That's a good thing. I made something look good out of nothing. And most people can't do that. Kingsley, I was 23 making 28. That was good. Shout out to let me try to run that ad real quick. Yeah, because that's a good that was a good promo that just ran. That was a good promo. I don't know if you guys checked him out, but he has good music. Damn, where's this thing? I can't even find it. I can't even find the promo I just did. Never mind. Great Lake Ace. Shout out to him. I can't find the promo, but yeah, that was a good one. What else do you guys want to hear about? What else do you guys want to hear about? Tell me what you want to hear about, and I'll tell you a story. I could tell you Khaled stories. We did those. The Khaled stories are probably the funniest because that guy is a savage. Great Lake Ace. See, I can't even find all the. Oh, here it is. Great Lake Ace. Is this it? Yeah. Let's see if this plays. Great Lake Ace got the new video out called Dope Money remix featuring Catch Out Calhoun. Make sure you go check it out on his YouTube right now. The YouTube is Great Lake Ace. And make sure you go to his Instagram, Great Lake Ace. Go check it out right now.
I was 23, making 28 jump. I was 19 with the 16 in the trunk.
Yeah, so that's Great Lake Ace. He's pretty dope. Make sure you go check him out. Great Lake Ace on his YouTube. It's pretty good. You're the hardest rapper to work for. That's going to be hard. Smokeathon, I still own it. Anything with Shorty Low? Yeah, I still got some videos with Shorty Low that I never released. JT, do you know of a Page Kennedy? No, I don't know him. Oh, yeah. I love it when people make bad comments because I can hide them from the whole channel. I love it when people make the craziest comments because now you're banned forever. Nipsey story. I don't want to talk about that. Anyways, guys, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. We were on for 35 minutes. I appreciate you guys. Hit that like button on your way out. Get it over 200. And I'll check you guys on the next one.